Hi everyone, it's Louisa from Canada. It is Tuesday, March 3rd. I took 3 trades over the last 2 days that I want to share with you. The first trade I took was the sell-off on Monday night through Asia and London. That was quite something. And of course, that led into this morning's low, and I took a long this morning for another 217 points. So all in 2 trades, it was 300 and some odd points. Anyway, let's jump right in. I want to start, first of all, on the weekly. It's so important to set your chart up on the higher time frames so that in this way you have your key levels that frame your trades. So I always start on the higher time frames. Now, this is my weekly chart. This level here, this green level, is a BISI, and you can see that this BISI originated between candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. So these are 3 candles here. We have this large BISI, and we can see that IPTA has repriced into this level multiple times, making this a significant level, which is why I have it on my chart. So we can see this morning that price tapped into it, in fact, a little bit below it, and this was an opportunity to go long. We can also see up here these blue levels. These are also important weekly levels on my chart. And we can see that on Monday night, this this candle here, this doji candle here, initiated just above this weekly level. So this candle originated here, pushed down through, and then down through into this weekly level. And those were the 2 levels that I took trades off of. Okay, so let's just move down onto the daily here. We have a little bit more information once I add my daily levels in. So the orange levels are my daily levels, and price has kind of been in this range over the past well, a couple of weeks here. And so with that, we'll go down into the hourly, and I'll show you the setup of these 2 amazing trades. I shouldn't say they're amazing. They were good trades. So again, here was the sell-off on Monday night. I grabbed a piece of it. I wish I had stayed in a little bit longer, but you know what? I took 80 points, and sometimes you just have to be contented with enough. And then this morning, I took this trade up, and that was for 217 points. I use the exact same entry model. I'm just going to take you down now to the 5 minute and show you what the entry model actually looks like. I use a smart money reversal. It's a really, really simple entry level, or sorry, an entry model setup. So here was Friday afternoon. The reason I entered the trade almost as soon as Asia opened, I entered at 1900 hours. And the reason I did this is because price on Friday afternoon, no, Monday afternoon, apologies, Monday afternoon, price had come down through this daily SIBI. Again, this is a daily SIBI here, it's a key level. So price was moving down through this daily SIBI. And so I anticipated that overnight we would see price push down, and it sure did, that's for sure. This blue box here is the Asia range, and then it went down into London. So all in all, this was 94 points. Price landed early this morning into this weekly BISI, again, another key level. Therefore, I'll be looking for another entry. Now, I entered once this morning a little bit too early. I entered off of the smart money reversal, which is right here. So we have a swing low. Price came back up, took out liquidity with a new swing low here. So I entered right here. I was a little bit too premature, so that's fine, no problem, as long as you keep your stop loss pretty tight while allowing the trade to breathe, it's okay. I took small profit, I mean, nothing worth mentioning. But more importantly, I moved to the sidelines, as ICT likes to say, and I waited for the maturation of the trade to unfold. And sure enough, we can see that price again came down. It purged liquidity from the previous 6:20 a.m. low. This happened at 10:25 this morning. And then I just looked for the key characteristics of a smart money reversal. The characteristics of a smart money reversal are displacement. So we see displacement back into this inverted fair value gap. We have a fair value gap. Let me just go down to the 2 minutes so you can see it a little better here. There we go. So price came down, purged the previous low right here. Purge the previous low. We had beautiful displacement out. We have an inverted fair value gap on the leg leading into the smart money reversal. Here's the inverted fair value gap. In addition, we have a fair value gap that formed because of displacement when price moved out of the low here. Our change in the state of delivery is right here. And then all we do is we wait for price to either move back into the fair value gap or wait for it to push up from the inverted fair value gap. Either entry is okay. Your stop loss goes below here. I entered here, and my stop loss I put at the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap. So it was a pretty tight. It was a pretty tight stop loss, but it still gave the trade enough time to unfold. One of the things that I'm mindful of, that of course comes from ICT, just put in my entries here, is that when we have a big move the day before, so the move down from Asia and London, we can anticipate the next day that we're going to have high resistance liquidity if price wants to move in the opposite direction. So when price moved down, that was the sell side of the market maker model. And then when price moves up, we can anticipate high resistance liquidity. And indeed, that was the landscape this morning. So I give my stop loss, I give my trade a good enough stop loss that I can weather the wicks and the retracements. I feel more secure once I have pyramided my first position out, and then I can kind of relax and just let the rest of the trade play out. My goal was to hit London high, which it did, and there was my exit. And then this afternoon, price has continued to move up. I'm not sure if it'll make it up to Asia high, which again is inside a major level, which is a daily level. But anyway, that was the those were the 2 or 3 trades. All together it was 297 points. But more than that, it is logically looking at the higher time frame pdarrays, the higher time frame weekly, daily, and hourly, making sure that your chart is marked well so that it acts as your guide or your compass. And once price reaches into these key levels, I move down to the lower time frames, namely the 5-minute, and then all I'm doing is looking for my entry model. I start on the 5 minutes and I just work backwards until I find the inverted fair value gap, change in the state of delivery, uh, which of course this would be a breaker block as well. But all these characteristics I find on the lower time frames, confirm the entry, enter the trade, put my stop loss in, and then add my terminus. It's yeah, so anyway, I will see everyone tomorrow for my live. I just wanted to share this today. Traditionally, this is not a day that I trade because of non-farm payroll tomorrow. But once I saw the setup in this major weekly level, this was definitely a setup that interested me today. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. I'll see you tomorrow on live at 9 a.m. and peace out. Bye for now.